This is it. Maximize your influence. Kurt Mortensen, as we expand the podcast, go take a little deeper dive about maximizing your influence. Links below, maximizeyourinfluence.com. But let me supersize something a little bit here and talk about something a little bit different. It's what I call your VBC, your verbal business card, right? Too many times throughout the day, family gatherings, whenever it is, people are like, hey, what do you do for a living? And you're like, I'm a realtor. And I will say, I'm a persuasion trainer. I'm an entrepreneur. I work on the internet. Like, lame, and more lame. They're like, oh, okay. When someone asks you what you do for a living, that opens the door for a referral if you'd say the right things. When people say to me, Kurt, what do you do for a living? Like, have you ever had a prospect that wanted your product, needed your product, liked your product, could afford your product, but they didn't buy from you? I just make sure that never happens again. Or I might say, have you ever met someone that wasn't that sharp, but they got the promotion and you didn't? I make sure you get the next promotion, and I can teach charisma. Or with persuasive presentations, I might say something like, you ever give that presentation and you knew they weren't listening, they didn't care, and you didn't persuade them? I help you create a perfect persuasive presentation that persuades every time. So your key here is to get them to say, whoa, tell me more. Now, if they don't ask, tell me more, they weren't a prospect anyway. But if they say, whoa, how do you do that? Like if I do an internet marketing, I say, I can cut your internet marketing in half and double the amount of leads that you get. And then shut up, let them ask more. If you're a realtor, have you ever seen that perfect home and you didn't think you could get into it? I can get you into that perfect home. And then you're like, whoa, how do you do that? You see where we're going with this? That's the verbal business card. You should practice this. Is it something analytical? Like if you're talking to an analytical person, maybe it's a statistic or a figure that surprises them. Maybe it's more of an amiable person where you're talking about the vision, the future, and building the dream and creating those type of things. And practice with this. Practice different sayings. And again, some people aren't even listening, number one, so they're not going to hear you. Some people don't care. They're not in the market. That's fine. But some will say, which will eventually become a customer, whoa, Kurt, how do you do that? How do you become more persuasive? How do you become more charismatic? How do you become fill in the blank, whatever it is? That's the key factor that you're looking for your verbal business card. You got to grab their attention. And then right when they ask you a question, don't start vomiting on them. Say, well, Kurt, how do you do that? Well, tell me about what you should do. What exactly you do for a living? What about this? And get more information. Then I can customize it even more and see if we're a good fit and to have another customer. That's another form of getting referral, your verbal business card. The key factor is grab their attention. Whatever you can do to grab their attention, get them to ask you, tell me more. Come on, tell me more. Then you're disciplined enough to ask a few more questions. Then there's a prospect. Then there's a referral. They asked. So you basically have permission to persuade. Don't say something lame about what you do. Well, I'm a CEO or I'm an salesperson. No. If you don't want to say those, give them something to chew on and you're going to get more business. It's that simple, right? So, hey, hit subscribe, hit the like. Really appreciate that. Click on the link below to get the podcast at maximizeyourinfluence.com. Master these skills. Go work on your verbal business card and go out and persuade with power.